What is going on, Niche Gamer Nation? My name is Michael Jordan, Media Marketing Manager. We have Brandon, the head chief and head honcho for NicheGamer.com. That's when you say
That's
hi.
a big Papa Overlord to you.
All right. We also have Alexis, or Alexi, because the S is silent, which is...
The S is silent.
The fucking Frenchie over there.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? It's French?
Yeah.
French
it's
is...
because the name was made with French pronunciation in mind.
Poutine.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Totally.
So fucking French. They don't give a shit about anybody. Can't even respect the goddamn consonants and vowels. They're just all over the place. Up there in the... Well, you guys are both in very cold regions, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, normally. I mean, it's been cold the last couple of days, but other than that, it's actually a pretty warm winter over here. -1, minus... like
fucking
8.
warm winter.
It is. That's fucking warm. Like, I don't need a hat to go out, honestly. It's great.
That's, my balls would be in my throat at this point. But anyway, so if you're watching this, this is episode 3. We're talking about Origins right now. The Super Bowl just happened, guys. So why don't we talk a little bit about that? Brandon, you want to put some laydown of the info of the bowl of that Super?
Yeah, so hold on, let me open up my my beer real quick. There we go. So we had a historic comeback from the New England Patriots after the shitlords from Atlanta, I believe, totally blew their lead. It was pretty hysterical, and meme magic is real. Donald Trump is president, and I think it's pretty much it. Yep.
Tom Brady's got now 5 rings.
5 rings on the hand. He's got one for his big old thumb.
Yeah, which is funny because he said he never wore any of them. Like,
Really?
That's the thing. I'm not even a big sports guy, but I love hearing what these guys say when they go on, like, the variety shows and whatnot. Well, they're not called variety shows out here, but whatever. You know, the shows like Conan, whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah. Talk shows.
And
The View, you know?
and he's like, yeah, they're in a safe. And I'm like, what? You win
they're probably worth a
4,
lot.
or now
I mean-
5, and you don't fucking wear them? Not even once?
Well, did you ever see? The was it Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, the original one, and how like he went on that like fucking rampage trying to figure out who what's his name who Ray Finkel really was, or no it was how'd it go again? Like he was trying to fucking figure out
The dude who's a lady, or the lady who's a dude?
yeah, or no, who stole Snowflake, the fucking the dolphin. So he was going after like every goddamn player from that year, and just like harassing them, like legit, like stalking them, and, like looking at their rings, you know.
Man, it's just, those things are fucking, it's very odd to think about, but like, aren't those things only really worth the value to that player? Like, I guess you could pop all the gems out of it, but other than that, I know like people were talking about like, oh shit, if I had one of those, I could be a millionaire or whatever. I'm like, I don't think people would buy that.
I think it depends on who's, like, obviously it's to which player. Like, if Tom Brady were to sell all 5 of his Super Bowl rings, and like he could probably get a hefty sum out of that. That's more of a hypothetical, not saying he would, but...
Well, he fucking just has them in a safe right now. I mean, what fucking good is it doing him?
Like, if it was from like a lesser player on the team, it'd probably be worth less than if it was from like one of the star players, for example.
Are they custom? Like, do they have their name engraved?
Oh, I don't think so. That'd be I think that would require a lot of work for each ring, considering how many fucking players there are. But yeah.
Goddamn, sports is weird. All right, so it was a tie game, and then meme magic was sprinkled onto it. And Trump was like, you know who I want to win, and then the Patriots won. So I think that is that. Do we? Should we get some of these questions out of the way that were the Super Bowl related ones?
I guess so, since we're on topic.
We should maybe we should hold off because we actually got like a couple non Super Bowl ones too.
Well, maybe we should get the Super Bowl ones out of the way now,
Ooh,
and then actually when we dive into video game and other normal talk, then we can tackle back to those. I didn't mean to use that pun. I didn't agree.
Alright.
I didn't mean to use the tackle pun, but
Oh wow, I
yes.
didn't notice.
Get the stage hook out, folks. Just pull me up. All right. Well, what do you want to do, big boss?
Well, yeah, let's knock out the silly handbag questions, and then we'll move the train on. Um, this is from Jamie Rose at Jamie Agatha Rose. Well, apparently that's pretty accurate. If God is good and noble, why does he let Tom Brady keep getting away with cheating?
Because fucking
Um,
Trump wills it.
Because God needs him to get the fifth ring, so that he can then cut off his hand to punish his hubris. Clearly.
Well, according to Michael Moore, this was rigged. It's fucking rigged in the Republican.
Did he
You
say
know, like
this?
they-
Did he say it was rigged?
Yeah, he totally did.
Well, then
So,
again, it is the Patriots, so they're always accused of cheating. So I guess it's.
Yeah.
I don't know the legitimacy of it, but
I mean, how can you be like? How? Literally, how? It's a fucking football game. Nobody's throwing the game on the other side.
No, not obviously not because the Atlanta was throwing, but because the refs were making bad calls in favor of Patriots.
Were they really? Were they really?
I don't know. That's what people are saying. It's
People
probably
are
just
stupid.
speaking.
yeah, that they are. Yeah.
All right.
so let's get-
so
There's some more
that.
nonsense. Do you think the Pats deserved to win, or was it Trump pulling the strings? I'm pretty sure we
Oh.
covered this.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it is kind of a ridiculous notion though, because I'm looking through my Twitter now, and there's just so many people saying that it was rigged, like legitimate angry people. It's like
Okay. Let me try to like understand it, because from my understanding, basically the Patriots played like shit until like the last quarter, and then they're like, oh fuck, they did it.
Well, I
And
mean,
then-
that's a strategy though. What they do is they go
strategy. I don't know if it's strategic, but I'm guessing it was rigged because there's probably some pretty poor calls from the refs. I'd have to see the calls themselves to know if they were poor, and probably have a better understanding of the game. I have a basic understanding of football, but there's probably more intricacies I wouldn't get. I'd have to consult my brother. He didn't say anything about it, so I'm not entirely. He didn't say anything about it being rigged, so I'm not entirely sure. Then again, he was the one man in the 14-man Super Bowl party rooting for the Patriots, so he might be a tad biased, just a tad.
Alrighty, well, I guess we'll leave it at that then. Let's go to the next one.
So here's a pretty easy one. Did you believe the Falcons were going to win? And it's like,
It looked like it.
yeah,
It looked like it until the very end. I was gonna say this earlier, but it seems like so far we've had a run of championship game throws. The Warriors throwing the 3-1 lead during the basketball championships. We had the Indians throw their 3-1 lead during the World Series, and now we had the Atlanta Falcons throw their 3-touchdown lead in the Super Bowl. So all is left really is for the Stanley Cup Finals for whoever team to throw their 3-1 series lead, and then Meme Magic is done. That's it.
I'm wondering if it has something to do with trip dubs or something like that. There has to be some numerical tie-in for Lord Keck.
Weird.
But you know what? The Falcon. So I'm not a big sports guy. You know,
I
I
couldn't
don't think
tell.
any of us are. To be honest.
who would have thought with my bulging gut and my Dig Dug shirt on?
I'm probably I'm probably the biggest one out of the three. Not to saying it's a lot, but I hang around a lot of people who talk sports, so
I'll watch it with my pops every once in a while. But when I saw that, I was like, oh, the Patriots, this is gonna be number 5 for Tom Brady. I just kind of thought, I was like, he's not gonna throw it. He's gonna get a 5. I just had that feeling. I'm like, there's a guy who knows nothing about sports. It's going to be a 5th one because Infinity Gauntlet somewhere was floating around in my head, and it just made sense. Like, you can't go to 4 and then not get 5. That was just the logic. So I felt like, and, a lot of people like him. So I kind of look at it like professional wrestling. Maybe the story is rigged a little bit, Maybe it's they have the good guys, the bad guys, and the hero comes out on top.
I mean, then you got people like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, he's not exactly good or bad. He's kind of like in the middle,
But the real question is, can you smell what he's cooking? I've always wondered what he was cooking, because apparently nobody has gotten into it. But anyway, so sports.
The answer is box office money.
Box office, yes, correct.
Was it?
Do we
Wasn't
have
he in
one
that
more?
fucking movie, Escape the Witch Mountain or whatever? You know, and there's that meme with the car,
I
Oh
don't-
yeah.
right?
He has
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much
I saw
schlock movies that he does. I have no idea at this point. How do we
I
get
know
on
what
to
meme you're talking
Dwayne the
about.
Rock Johnson from this? Okay, so do we have any more Super Bowl related questions on here?
Yes. So we've got let's see. Oh, that's a weird question. It's not even a question. We'll get to that later. I'm assuming this is Super Bowl related. How's the salt?
Yeah,
Pretty
that's definitely Super Bowl.
pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible. Loving it.
I don't think I've seen people this bitter. Like I'm looking at my Discord chat, and I've never seen people this angry. Like it's just pure fate. It's just pure hatred. It's not like depression. It's more like fuck.
Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
think politics has. I mean, seriously, the biggest people who were covering it were Fox News. Bill O'Reilly did an interview with Trump. Right,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
right before. I mean, it's just like you couldn't have made a formula for a more salty outcome. Like if the
yeah.
Patriots didn't win, people would be ecstatic and feel like they had some justification if they didn't like Trump, right? But
I don't
since the
even-
Patriots won,
It's
eh.
I
Well,
don't. Yeah,
So
go on.
the funniest part I think is the fact that the fucking white supremacist guy, what's his name?
Spencer.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh well, this is the I'm cheering for the Patriots because they're the whitest team with
I
the."
saw that
the-
tweet, and
What
it's
a
like,
fucking
And then,
idiot.
well, here's the thing. Like he said that right, and then that one guy was like, "How's it feel to be losing to the blackest, gayest city in the fucking United States?" And I'm like, dude, all you're doing is giving him a platform.
Actually,
the blackest gayest city. Was that?
Yeah.
That's his comeback.
that's-
did he go?
that's
Did he go? Hey, how
Yeah,
does
that's
it
what some
feel
guy
to
said. I'm like-
lose?
Actually, I read that tweet, and my first thing that popped in my head was, "Is this real?" It read
Yeah.
like satire. I was
Well-
like, "No way does a human being tweet this." It's like, is it real? I'm just, I don't know.
I say that all the time. Every time I get on fucking Twitter, nobody could
Well, dude.
tweet. Nobody could be this dumb to tweet this.
Well,
But,
dude,
oh,
there was that, and this is going back to like my view of football and sports is very ancillary. Like I don't really follow it that much, but I love Bill Burr. He's an amazing comedian, and he talks about it a lot. I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll deal with it, and he'll fucking ramble on about it.
Oh
And he was
yeah.
talking, and when they did the draft, I think it was like I don't know, like a year ago or something, and he was talking about how the two guys they were gay, and he had his boyfriend, and when he got drafted, they were hugging and kissing or whatever, and a bunch of dudes who were homophobic, they were losing their minds, and it's the same thing. Like I really don't give a shit, like whatever, who cares? And it was just funny how he described it. He's like I wish he got down and started blowing him like on live TV, like just to piss off all the homophobes, and just it's like, why are you watching the draft? Like, who gives a fuck? It's like really stupid, And
I mean, it's
the
the people
thing
watching
that
the.
is weird though is that okay, if you're in a locker room, like, and they're running around butt ass naked and shit like they do, isn't that a little odd?
yeah, I mean,
I think that's a time when I'm like,
Nothing wrong with a bit of male bonding.
yeah.
I mean, to me, the closest I got to that was being in ROTC in high school. I almost went into it in college, and there, you would all get into uniform, but you would usually go to school in uniform. Like you wouldn't get dressed together, And but there was that feeling of male camaraderie, which I'm assuming that's what sports does. Like I never really played sports. I was in martial arts. I studied a bunch of stuff,
I
but
played ice hockey for a while. We actually, when I was young, we actually were in the All-Star team for our division, and
neato.
I played when I was young in the intermediate time when the Kings were playing. Way back when it was on TV, and I felt special. But yeah, I was a big hockey guy way back then. I never was into any of this other stuff because I couldn't understand a game where you couldn't, pull a Happy Gilmore, pull off your ice skate, and try to stab somebody with it. I just didn't understand the point of the game. I was a defenseman like the whole time. Like, so my job was to be the fast fat kid on ice that would slam you into a wall, and I was pretty good at it. So yeah.
Was the Happy Gilmore the one where he was like, and he like went tackled? No, that was the Water Boy.
No,
I
that
think,
was
right?
the Water Boy.
Happy Gilmore is the one where he's an aspiring hockey player, but he sucks at it and he turns to golf.
He has a hell of a slap shot, but he can't skate. Or shit.
Okay.
I kind of felt like that when I was a kid, because it was really hard. I had weak ankles. That was the thing. You had to tape up your leg for ice skates. I remember doing that.
Ankles, boy.
And so I remember doing that shit and then slamming people into the fucking wall. That's like the extent of my appreciation for the game. The coach was like, Michael, okay, this is what you do. You see that guy? You put him in the wall. I'm like, okay, coach, I got it.
Got it.
So I think we've covered the full gambit of sports now. Let's talk about some video games.
Well, there's one more question.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Actually, well, there's one that's not really a question. It's a post-Tecmo Super Bowl show. All right, that's cool, I guess.
Well, that's a podcast Easter egg.
Spoiler alerts.
And,
you pick the Raiders all the time. You do it. That's how you win.
Here's the last sports one. How much Clorox should Tom Brady drink?
None.
Well,
none.
He's not Chris Reagan, you fucking mung.
Anyway.
I'm just kidding. I love you. Okay, so let's actually get into video games now.
Yep. So we've been seeing some interesting stuff coming out. Like there's a lot of games launching, like Neo.
God, there's so many fucking good games coming out, or at least interesting games. It's like, god damn it!
I'm still waiting for
play
that copy
Gravity
of
Rush.
Neo to fucking arrive.
I mean, I gotta write my current review and record it, and then hop right into Gravity Rush 2. Luckily, this review is gonna be really short. There's not a whole lot to talk about, so that should be fast.
I really wanted to play Gravity Rush 2. The Play Asia was supposed to be sending that over to me like 3 weeks ago.
I played a bit of it. The one thing I'll say is the worlds, like the maps they built, are huge. They are way bigger than they were in Gravity Rush 1. The scale has definitely increased, and it's so far massive. I haven't gone too much into like the story and side quests, so I can't really talk about those. But I'm digging it. So far.
I'll be happy to read up on it once you finish the game for the review.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's gonna be a great game. I've made a rule for myself because these guys know that I'm bad with getting my reviews done because I do a lot of shit, and it's like
no, you're busy. Dude.
I mean, like I have a couple that I need to get done. All right, but I'm still buying games. I have like a stack. I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna get to you guys once I'm done my other reviews.
Yeah, I can't afford it. I really can't afford it right now. I mean, everything is displaced. I'm just gearing up for our coverage for the Switch, and so I think I mean I can't really talk too much about it, but I think I'm gonna be doing the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild review.
Nice.
I also. And I think Brandon also, we bought the fucking retarded edition. That's what I just call, if you put the money in for these things, you're a retard. I'm among you, but you're a retard. And there's no reason why we should be buying a giant fucking, it's not even giant, but like a Master Sword statue.
Yeah.
But I have to have it. I don't know why. I just do. And I'm going to put the soundtrack with my Nintendo 64 Majora's Mask soundtrack that I have, and then my my so on and so forth. There's like 3 or 4 of them that they did that with. God, you know where you got that from? Target were the fuckers who had the monopoly on the Majora's Mask soundtrack, and they limited the tracks to only about 1 minute and 10 seconds, which pissed the fuck out of me.
Goody.
I mean, I will say, and Mike's actually been busting my balls about this. Like, I keep buying these fucking collector's editions, and I really shouldn't.
I don't know where you put them all. Like, I notice you have your shelf at work, and it just gets more and more shit on it, and I'm just like, Jesus fuck, dude.
I mean, I don't bring like everything to my job. So
And that's
for those who
that's the thing. I'm like, I'm imagining that Brandon has this closet where it's just like if like his little kid ever learns how to open it, it's gonna avalanche and kill him because it's just filled with collector's editions. And he's just like, just like packing them in, and it's like got that little cartoon bulge on the door.
well, but so for those who don't, you're just tuning in or whatever, like I've got a day job. I work at a university, so I do niche gamer, on the side. Mike's got like he's got a main gig. He does niche gamer, like both of us do niche gamer pretty much with all of our free time outside of our main jobs, right? It's like it's insane, and so like
16-hour days.
yeah, so I've got all the shit on my shelf at work, and I tweet it out like I don't know, like once a month. I'll add stuff to it, and but I've got a lot of shit here. Like I'm just looking back in my place. I got the Fallout. What was it? Was it the Fallout anthology when that came out?
Oh yeah.
With the big fucking plastic nuclear warhead that you press the button and it goes cha-ching, and it's like like I didn't really
actually from like a Big Daddy, or not Big Daddy. What is it? What do they call?
Oh, the
Fat Boy.
Fat Boy.
Yeah, the Fat Boy.
Fat Man, I think.
Yeah, like it's like a big fucking like it's
It's the nuke.
I'm looking
it's
at it
the
right.
actual. It's the It's the ammo, right?
Yep. So then you open it up, and then you have the fucking discs, which I was super bummed out because I got it under the hope, but I expected it wouldn't be that way. The hope that that the discs that came with it were actual DRM free discs of these really old games.
Those days are dead.
Yeah, they're not. They're actually the discs have the initial fucking Steam installs, and that's it.
So lame.
Yeah, it's really
Steam
lame.
install.
So, but I've got that. I've got the fucking Pip-Boy edition of Fallout 4, and I've got the fucking the big case that came with it, and I got the Pip-Boy up on my shelf, and I've got the fucking ridiculous Titanfall 2 helmet that I got for like 80% off when Amazon did the lightning deal or whatever. And then so I got the Killzone 3 Hellgast bust statue, and
Jesus Christ, that's old.
Is Nier Automata coming out with a big ass special edition?
Yep, I got a pre-order too.
Oh, no, what does it come with?
It comes with the fucking Yorha 2B statue that's hot. She's like fucking posing with her.
Oh, damn it! How much is it?
I think it's sold out. It's like a ridiculous amount of money. Although it's not as much as the FF15 one, which was like $250 or something.
I don't think I was. I'd be able to.
If I bought FF15 for that much money, I would chop my own dick off. That game is not worth 40. Like, I'm sorry, people.
Ooh,
hot opinions, man.
I kind of wish I gave it a 6 at this point. Like, I played a little bit of it again, and I just deleted it off my system. Like,
yo, dude, holy shit.
What?
Dude, fucking Trump predicted the Patriots win before the game.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he did.
He said, no. He predicted it by specifics, and he was on point. He said the Patriots would win by 6 points.
It was 6 points. Go figure.
Well, I mean, yeah, because the nature of the overtime. But I mean, Trump's a football guy. I mean, you wouldn't. I mean, if people think like people don't have extra things that they do outside, right? Like, what was Obama's thing? He just golfed, right? That was his deal.
Right, he was a golfer.
He golfed a lot, yeah.
Yeah, he golfed when he should have been working.
Back to Nier.
Sorry.
Speaking of asses, fuck me. Like I was gonna say two things. First of all, I buy special editions, but I never like buy the really big ones with like that statuette. I think it's just more of like coincidence. Like, oh, the games that I got editions that never came with like big shit, and all the games I did is like games I didn't care about really. I think it's mostly coincidence.
To me, like, I get mad when they fucking do all the fucking digital shit. I'm like, just fucking put it in the game, dude. I'm like, I really don't care about that stuff.
To an extent, like, that doesn't bother me if it's like aesthetic shit, like whatever. But like content is that's luckily that's kind of like dying down, at least that I have noticed. but that was Mass Effect 3 was really fucking bad with that. With the From Ashes DLC, which was super plot relevant because it's basically, oh, here's a party member who is from a race that has been extinct for thousands and thousands of years.
Oh, that's right, the Mass Effect thing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. It was like, I mean,
And that was DLC.
yeah.
And $10 at that. I was like, what?
Well, I actually am lucky because I played through it on the Wii U. I actually really enjoyed it on the Wii U. God,
Mass Effect 3?
yeah, Mass Effect 3 on the Wii U was really good.
Yeah.
They did a whole system to kind of improvise for not having played the first 2 games, which didn't really matter.
Was it like a comic system?
Yeah,
like,
it had a really well done little comic and.
Yeah, okay, because I think Mass Effect 2 did the same thing for the PlayStation 3 release. Because since the first one wasn't on PS3, they had like a little interactive comic, which basically you would get to choose like the big plot points that would then like reflect in Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But Mass Effect in general just doesn't make any fucking sense. Can we all agree on that?
I'm a huge fan. Was I guess of the first 2 games, and the third one was like, what the fuck are you doing?
I feel like the BioWare games.
It was fun. The systems were competent, but it just didn't make any fucking sense. I'm like, okay, well, that's a thing, I guess.
If I was still really into it, I could probably like name off like a ton of lore because I was really into it when I was like younger, like growing up with it. And then the third one came out and like, oh.
And then I would just ask you, what is the point? What is the point?
Actually, there's a great review where it's a huge ass review of Mass Effect 3, and like the point, like his opening argument is what is the point of Mass Effect 2, and his conclusion then becomes what is the point of Mass Effect 1. The third game basically makes both games irrelevant.
Oh yeah, it does.
That's its biggest flaw.
But they kept having to. The problem with Mass Effect 3 and that whole story is they kept having to up it. You know,
they didn't need to. It could have been
they
like
didn't need to after the first game, but after the second game, and the third game, they had to, or else there was no point. Because it was a manageable threat after that point.
Well, it was a looming threat at the end of the first game. The second game, they kind of like, oh, we can't really talk about them because we're going to make a third game, so let's make about a middle story about nothing really, about a threat we never see again. I don't think you ever see the Collectors again.
But that's the thing. Well, no, the what is it called? The Collectors?
Yeah, I don't think they're in the third one. Not that I remember.
Yeah, wait. Like, are they?
They're not. Or well, actually no,
See, this is how fucking muddy it is. There's no concise fucking story for Mass Effect, and everybody shot so much smoke up its ass.
Mostly. No, I think they're all dead because like the Collectors were basically reappropriated Protheans, and they blew up the one Collector ship, and then they're all dead. So
I mean, that kind of reminds me of Killzone 2 to Killzone 3. Like, well, actually, from all 3 games, like they did the same thing. They kept having to up themselves with just the scale and how ridiculous the war got, and then, well. Do you guys mind if I spoil it? I mean, Killzone 3 is going for forever.
I played all of them, so
I don't care about Killzone, so it's fine.
They're so good though.
Yeah, I mean, they're really good. The story was great. You know, what's his name? The Canadian guy. You should know this, Alexi.
Oh yes,
because all Canadians know all Canadians.
But Brian Cox. Brian Cox was the voice of the fucking the Hitler of the Helgas, basically.
Oh, okay.
And he was incredible. Like, he was fucking incredible as just amazing. You know, just he was a true insane sociopath. And anyway, they killed him at the end of Killzone 2, and then Killzone 3, it's like all out war, and then it ends with like a fucking thermonuclear weapon going off and just wiping out like the entire goddamn Helgas planet. And then you're like, okay, what the fuck happens? What happens now? What the fuck? Like, what?
Well, it wasn't. The problem was it wasn't a weapon that I think you were planning. It was a weapon they were planning, and it fucking backfired when you stopped it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because they were planning to do it to you, and you fucking stop them, and then it's like, oop.
Oh man.
I love that game. That game was so like when you talk about the epitome of heavy shooters,
Oh
that
yeah,
was like right there. And
I
like you.
there's so much they could have taken from that series, other FPS people, and they don't, and it's a travesty.
I actually played a lot of
Yeah.
Killzone 2 multiplayer at a friend's house. I never owned it because I never had a PS3 until like way later in
Dude,
life. Like,
fucking Killzone 2 multiplayer is still like there are still people playing it to this
it's
day.
fun as hell.
Yeah,
One thing I always
and
complained was, wow, it controls weird.
yeah, I mean,
Well, I mean, I don't think it controls weird. I think it's a weight. It has a good weight to it.
yeah.
I don't know. I always like. I still had tons of fun, but I always felt like it had a weird. I was gonna say floaty, but I don't think that's accurate.
It's like you feel like Mike was saying. Like I think you just feel like the characters have weight. Like you know, when, as you're moving, you're aiming.
Yeah, every step you take is actually like a foot. Like it's not the FPS glide.
Oh, okay. I think I know why. Because everything has like a. I think it's because everything had like a delay to it. Like, but like deliberate. But it was like a deliberate delay.
It's not a delay. It's body movement. Like you do something and it starts the body movement.
Yeah,
like,
I think that was.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what like when you walk forward, it's every footstep. You know that it had that boom, 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 boom. Not like if you were glide. That's why I call it the FPS glide. You know, like when you're in Doom and stuff like that. It's just you're gliding around, right?
Yeah.
Killzone, you couldn't do that. You're walking. You know, you're running.
Actually, to get back on the subject of more recent games, I was thinking of like all the shit that's coming out and the stuff we're gonna probably have to review, and then I realized, fuck, like some of the biggest releases are fucking long games. Like even Nier Automata, which is a platinum game, it's apparently like to complete it 100%, it's gonna be something around like the 50-hour mark to get all the endings. I think like if you just play it once, it's still 20 hours. It's like fuck me. It's
you'll be able to review it after 20 hours, so realistically.
Realistically, yeah, but I don't think you could do I don't think you could realistically do a 100% all endings review.
That actually reminds me, I have to email Squeenix about that. Whoops.
Well,
I think I did, but I'll email him again.
I need to. I was contemplating because I own Nier and I played like I actually got to the halfway point, but I'm contemplating whether or not to watch like a summary of the plot because I actually hear a lot of people, even fans of the game, recommend you do that instead of actually playing the game because it's not the greatest.
You know what I did, because I'm gonna eventually play that. What I did was I basically had Rory, who's doing our web work, fucking explain in detail the story to me, so that I wouldn't have to go through any of that bullshit.
I actually only caught like a glimpse of it, and my first reaction is, oh, it goes there. Okay.
So he explained all the endings to me. He explained what every bit of it. He explained to me the difference between the original Japanese version because he's super knowledgeable about this stuff. He explained the difference of the Japanese and the English version, and it was just very interesting to
no, that was because of there's some weird localization things they did in the game.
I mean, it's insane. That on top of the fact that fucking Tarayoko, you know, he writes like I forget, like I think I wrote about it too. Like he talks about how he writes a story, and it's really interesting. Like it's very different from how most people write stories from what I've seen and I've read. And I fucking love his games. Like they make you want to kill yourself, but in a good way. You know?
Actually, there's a great series of videos by I don't know if you guys heard of Mr. Klemps.
No.
Well, anyway, this Mr. Klemps guy, he's actually he's doing a series of videos leading up to Nier Automata on the Drakengard series, and he's currently doing Nier. I don't know how he just finished part 2, so hopefully the videos are all done before the game's out, and it's a pretty good summation of all the games because like people really like the games, but like they're kind of hard games to recommend since they're not the best to play. So like they're basically good if you just want to know what the story is before entering Nier Automata, and specifically the Nier
games
part.
That would be better anime, right? Something
because
like that.
do you know what Nier is a
probably
sequel to? Because Nier,
well, Nier is based off of the secret ending to Drakengard 2, and it's without like if you haven't played the games, if you haven't, it's really 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 interesting.
Yeah,
it's a plague. Basically... It's all a fucking plague.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
There
Yeah, great.
You
just spoiled it.
It's a fucking plague, and it's carried on a fucking dragon.
But yeah, it's
there's more to it than that.
That doesn't
Especially
matter. That's all you need to know. There was the
yeah.
plague. It was on Dragon. He goes through a wormhole thingy, and boom, everybody gets the plague. It's all fucked up.
that's actually not spoilers. That's basically that's basically.
Yeah, I mean that's basically it. But there is I don't know if it's going to carry into Nier Automata. It seems like they're
I'm curious how Nier Automata is a follow up because I don't know, like from my knowledge of how the game ends, it feels like a weird sequel. It's
Who cares?
maybe
It's a robot girl with a blindfold that's hot that's got multiple floating weapons.
also platinum. So yeah,
There you go. The
Yeah.
demo was great. You should have all checked it out.
But yeah, actually, I just noticed after April, I don't know what the hell's coming out. Like after Persona 5, there's like I stood blank.
I mean that's creeping into summer territory, and then that's
well,
you know.
You got basically all the fucking releases for the Switch.
Yeah.
Oh
that's true.
yeah, oh yeah, that's true. They
I mean,
spread
and
that out.
everybody's kind of like, everybody in the game is kind of going, oh shit, like where are we, you know, how are we gonna position ourselves? That's the big question. It's like how do companies position themselves right now, because things are going to be changing fairly quickly, you know, as they do when a new console comes out, especially one that is of this kind of caliber.
Did I mention I was excited for Persona 5 because I am.
I think everybody has. I tried playing through it in Japanese, but it just gets a little too complicated for me.
No, I like it's almost tempting, but it's like no, I want to understand what the fuck's going on.
Well, I mean that's what I mean. Like I can kind of understand, but like
it's a dense game.
My Japanese is not to that level. Like
I would
get through platformers and shit like that in Japanese.
I would actually kill a man to review that game. Like fuck.
I mean, we'll be getting it, you know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, man.
I'm
thinking about it gets me all
probably let's see. What do we got coming through? I mean, depending on what happens, we'll have we'll have Nintendo's back for reviews. So I'll be, since I'm local to their office. But what else? I'm trying to think. What else is out there for real big reviews that people are excited about?
Neo was one of them. We were mentioned that briefly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on that. Dude, I fucking I put just in that demo, the last chance demo, I put like 12 hours into it.
Really?
Yeah, that's all I played on my day off.
Oh, there's Horizon Zero Dawn. That's coming out.
Yeah, Robo Dinosaurs.
Robo Dinosaurs.
Yeah, that game looks really good. I mean, we talked about it a bit on our website chat thingy, and some people are like, I don't know, man, blah blah blah. I'm like, well, look, it's Guerrilla Games. Like we were just talking about Killzone.
Oh yeah, it's quality. They make good games.
Oh yeah, like I think it's gonna be technically incredible. I think it's gonna look incredible. I mean, like you can see the fucking footage, dude. Like it looks incredible. But will it be like amazing? I mean,
I just don't
it'll be
want
good.
Another No Man's Sky, you know.
I don't think.
Speaking of the video that is playing right now, if you're on YouTube, you're noticing that I'm trying out the fucking new No Man's Sky thing, and I was so frustrated. They don't start you off by your ship at all. It's 14-minute walk. They start you off at an outpost, which is interesting, but your fucking shields are constantly depleted because you're on a hazardous planet right away.
Oh, cool. Thanks there.
And I'm just like, what? Why the fuck? That's all I could say. I was like, why the fuck is it set up like this? Why am I so far away from my ship?
But yeah, other games that are coming out 2017, we have Yooka-Laylee, the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie.
I believe Matt has I believe he invested in the Kickstarter, so we might actually have a review for that.
Ooh, that should be interesting.
And he has to get his fucking Resident Evil 7 review in.
We mentioned Breath of the Wild already.
He's working on it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he did a double playthrough just to like.
I mean, Bomberman's coming.
Once in VR.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Mass Effect Andromeda, although I don't know if we're covering that.
That's coming out. That's coming out this month, ain't it?
It's March. No, it's March.
It's coming out March.
Like,
dude, that's gonna get buried by the Wii.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck
I mean,
about that game. It
no.
looks terrible. Holy
Yeah.
Jesus, does that animation look like ass?
It
Yeah, it
reminds
looks really bad.
That
It-
looks
it
like
reminds-
a prolapsed anus got fucking fucked by Barney Rubble and it had a baby and then shit on it. Like, that animation is so pudgy and Play-Doh-y. It's unbelievable.
I was gonna say, yeah, when I was looking at the gameplay, it reminded me of Dragon Age Inquisition. I was like, oh, that's not a good thing. That is not a good thing.
You did the oh no.
Because I'll say this because I only admittedly I never beat Dragon Age Inquisition. I think I will at some point, more out of obligation than like a want. But I played like the first act. I think it was the first act, and it plays like an MMO. But if there was no one to interact with, and that every quest was a fetch quest.
Lame. Actually, you know what? I hate to say that because I really like Xenoblade Chronicles, and that is the epitome of that feeling.
Yeah, that's true.
I still have to play that game. I mean, it would help if I had a Wii or a Wii U.
You could do it on the 3DS, new 3DS.
New 3DS, or you can do like me and emulate it, because you can actually emulate it pretty well.
The new 3DS was fun. There were just things in that game that I really liked the game, but there's things in it that just aggravated the fuck out of me.
Yeah, it's I noticed that all the side quests are fetch quests, but like at least in its defense, at least its main story is like way more interesting. It has
a fairly interesting story and a
from
fairly
what
interesting
I've
concept. But
I think I played like 20 or 30 hours of Xenoblade, which is actually not a lot in the grand scheme of things.
But
it's a long ass game.
The problem is anybody who's beaten Xenoblade Chronicles, it makes you like remember that episode of Futurama when Bender turns into a wooden robot and he goes to the island. There's like all the low tech robots. I felt like at the end of it, I was just repeated that robot that had the tape that just said what. Like, kept taking it out and putting it back in. And just play it. I was like, what?
I actually don't know. Because I don't know much of like. What was I think the last I played of it was like I had just like entered the city with like the bird, like the people with the wings on their heads. I got the race. That was like the last thing I remember doing.
That's
also,
another thing full of what? Oh my god, it's so full of what? I don't even understand it half the time I'm playing. I mean, I love the game, but it's oh god, that and the MMO thing. Like, it should be a game that I hate because of just how bad some of the story choices are and some of the design choices. But for some reason, I just really enjoyed it.
I like the dub a lot. It's all British, and it works. It actually works really well.
Actually, you know what? That's it. That's what I like about it. The characters are now that I think about it, it's the characters all have fun and are like real people. Like even though there's grave and terrible things happening, there is this layer of these are people living their lives. They can joke with each other and stuff.
Because something I noticed about it's mostly what I noticed with Rain, because Rain is like he kind of set up to be like the tough dumbass kind of character, like kind of like Waka or something like that. But he's like, oh wait, he's actually like a nuanced person who makes sense and makes logical decisions, at least internal logical decisions.
But I mean, that's a rare thing in games. Like Brandon, what was the last RPG you can remember playing where characters were emo little cunts?
Emo little cunts. Where are the words?
I mean, define RPG, because like I started playing Dragon's Dogma, and it's like, and that feels like an action RPG.
It is.
And the characters are generally, like it's whatever. Like they're not amazing.
But that's a Western one, right?
No,
it's Capcom.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, that weren't pussy emo faggots. Trying to think.
I can say one game that wasn't. Neptune versus Sega Hard Girls. That's like the exact opposite of that.
It's true.
Although whether or not it's a good thing or not is
are they all very happy, scantily clad?
No, they're all
women. That's what it is, right? They're consoles.
Pretty much.
They're all modestly dressed, except for like the goddess characters, who once they get into like their goddess form, they become a little more provocative. But even then, it's pretty tame. So.
It must be all that fan art that I see online then.
Oh, the fan art is
Oh
way
god, yeah. It's crazy.
the fan art is way more explicit than the actual in-game content. And honestly, it's like something I like. Actually, I won't get too into it because I'm gonna be reviewing it soon. But yeah.
You got me.
I love it when people do their fan art. It's just so fucking terrible. It's like, I know you drew this, and then 5 seconds later, you masturbated to it. It's a weird feeling to be looking at art that you know that the creator probably jerked one to.
I don't know if they do. From my understanding, like they don't do that because there's like this weird disconnect. Is like that's. I don't know if creators do that. At least those with like artistic integrity and talent.
Wait, what? Artistic integrity?
Hey,
All
so we're
right.
back.
Yeah, a little bit of a technical issue. All that talk about drawn sphincters caused the stream to crash. But we saved it. It's all good. It's all good, Nahoodji.
OBS. The O stands for ovaries.
Oh man. I was trying to think of a witty OBS thing, but yeah, no. Oral butt sex. So we were talking about the drawings of the characters.
We're talking about like artists jerking up to their own characters.
Well, that
and
and
I don't think they do that.
That and emo JRPG characters and stuff.
I mean, I don't think Persona series. I mean, maybe the third. You can argue maybe the third one, but like the fourth one is not that. At least I can't say anything about the fifth one. Maybe that one goes into some dark shit that I don't know of. So
apparently, it seems to be a pretty dark addition to the series.
No, yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's definitely darker than 4 because I love.
But I don't
4
think it's emo. I think it's
no.
willingly diving into that sort of. You play a thief. So.
No, it's very like the problem. Like I love 4 to bits, but the problem with 4 is that it's definitely way too. I think people just got really tired of the happy-go-lucky nature of it, which is fine after 3, but after such a huge drought from like mainline games, it's like, fuck, we need something now. We need something new now. And
well,
Persona 5.
I always thought that Persona was a little bit more light. It was like serious, but had more light person-to-person elements.
Yeah, there is more.
You want dark, you go Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, no, Shin Megami Tensei is definitely way more. It's definitely darker in tone, but like the SMT games, I only played 4, but like for 20 hours, which I don't know how far it was into like the game, but from my understanding, like it's less of a character-driven game. It's definitely more thematic. And it's always very, very dark themes, and the themes of not good and evil, but law and chaos. Which people stress this out, that law and chaos and good and evil are 2 different things. They are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, because a lot of the stuff in the series, the lawful people would be considered evil as well.
Yeah, pretty much. It's more morality than it is like
the only true would be neutral.
Pretty much, yeah. That in fact, this in SMT4, that's the true route. That's the true end. It's the neutral route.
Yeah, which is almost fucking impossible to do unless you know exactly and you have a
guide. You need it.
I put 85 fucking hours in that game.
I heard you need a guide if you want to get the neutral ending because it's super specific. But
that's
yeah,
crazy.
Persona, like I've played most of them. I played Innocent Sin 3, 4, and 4. I've not played Eternal Punishment and 1 yet, but there is definitely more levity. But the earlier titles and 3 are definitely darker in tone. 4 is like kind of the odd man out, in that
Hitler was in 3.
Hitler was in 2.
Oh,
no,
he
was in 2. The third one is is darker because of it deals with the theme of death, and it's predominant in that game. So it's that 3 I would say is the darkest, just because it's the nature of the game. It's the main theme. The main theme of 3 is death.
Wasn't there an old Shin Megami Tensei game where you had to kill Muhammad and Jesus as well? You know, And you can't have that because the fucking the Muslims will fucking lose their minds and blah, 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 blah.
It's not a Shin Megami Tensei game unless you kill God.
Well, see, here's
That's
the thing: if it's just God, just
But you kill tons of gods in that game. It's like
yeah, I mean, like you go through, you kill like in 4, you kill like
a lot.
yeah.
I mean, if
that's
it's
the
just
whole
the
thing is like that 4's whole thing is like wipe them all out, and Apocalypse is that extension of that. Is like
I mean, was Muhammad in them though?
I don't think he ever was.
I don't think Muhammad is, because guess what? He's not a god.
He's really not.
He's not a
Like-
god. He's not a prophet. He's a
Atlas-
nothing.
Well, he is a prophet.
He's one of the old
Fuck
ones, I
your
thought.
thing. Rub bacon on your face.
No, dude, you gotta be careful, man. We might get some people, fucking sending us emails.
Practice your
Durka durka
religion.
durka, Rahmama jihad, durka durka durka.
Practice
Well,
your
we'll edit this
religion
out.
however you want to fucking
Fine.
practice it, as long as it doesn't involve me or anybody fucking else. Okay.
All right, but normally Atlas are more interested in like polytheistic religions or those that have multiple religious figures. Greek, like the Greek religion, a lot of pagan religions. Christianity is predominantly in that game, with all the angels.
Well, because it has the upper echelon, and then also has the demons.
Yeah.
Satan in there. I mean, you
And
kill
then
Satan too in fucking 4.
There's like 3 iterations. There's like Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub. There's like 9 different iterations. Hillel, as well. Hillel, which is Satan before he fell.
Beelzebub though is one of the mainstays in that whole series.
Beelzebub.
Yeah.
Not associated with the total, like, because going toward that the Christianity route. It's what is it called? Trying to remember, but it's from before that. It's pagan.
Yeah.
Before it was satanic, it was pagan.
Yeah. Now, actually, it's funny we're mentioning that because I guess because like you mentioned like Shin Megami Tensei and Persona, which is like there's always been this argument on what the fuck Persona is, like if it's a spin-off or what, and the answer is it was like it's not, because in the West, Persona 3 and 4 were advertised as Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3 and Shin Megami Tensei Persona 4 until recently, actually, where that title mysteriously disappeared. And the reason why that they disappeared is because they're not part of that series. They're not SMT games. They are a spin-off. They are the most I think you can reach is Megami Tensei, because that's what the first one was called. It was Megami Tensei Persona Revelations or something to that regard, something to that effect. And they just kept the name for marketing reasons, because Nocturne had come out before and it was super popular. So it's like, oh, if we just put Megami Tensei, it'll get people's interest, and then it kind of exploded.
But even then, it doesn't make sense, because there's a lot of shared character.
Yeah. That's the one thing they have in common. But like in terms of like universe shit, there's like very little, and they don't share much, if anything. And actually, I think it's really it's its own thing at this point.
There was hold on. I did an article. I read so many fucking articles, where they talked about this shit. The fuck was it?
I could have swore it was like a branching universe thing.
Oh, it have to blur together.
It probably is a branching universe.
So.
Oh, okay. No, I know what it is. So the Persona universe is in a universe where God is dead.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's what it is.
Are we getting into this?
No, that's as far as I'm going. That's basically it. It's basically a universe where God died.
Well, hold on. So I wrote about this where there was another series that compared itself to Persona, and they said,
oh, jeez.
Christ, what was it?
That's a big comparison.
That's a very big comparison.
Well, no, it was the fuck is it? Hold on. It's gonna drive me nuts now. Where basically they said, it's like the same thing where the two games are like separate. I remember now. It's fucking fuck's it called? Valkyria Chronicles. So the new Valkyria game, Valkyria, that's coming out soon too, right?
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I see what you're going. Yeah.
So fans were like freaking out. They're like, well, are they fucking rebooting it? Like, what's going on? And then Sega and people were on my ass about it. Actually, Sega said this like way before. You're like fucking super late on this. And I'm
Oh,
like,
I
dude.
remember this. I remember this.
I'm like, dude, I don't fucking like. I follow fucking gaming news every goddamn day, like all day, every day. You know, like I didn't see this shit, and you know, but long story short, Sega said that Valkyria Azure Blue Revolution is a separate thing from Valkyria Chronicles,
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
they're like running simultaneously, and they compared that to Persona and Shin Megami Tensei, which I
Yeah,
think that's how you can compare it.
that's an apt comparison. At this point, Persona's like it's such a well. First of all, it's eclipsed the SMT series at this point.
Oh yeah,
It's the spin-off has become more popular than the source material at this point, and yeah, but it's so different, and it's like connections are superficial at this point. There's not that's about it. Like you don't need SMT knowledge.
I remember looking at a thing and it was talking about how like Catherine tied the worlds together or something like that.
Catherine is okay. So
Like
Catherine,
it branches. It's like it's so insane. Like there's just so much that ties into different things.
I don't know the exact connection to Catherine. All I know is that Catherine is in the same universe as Persona because Vincent from the protagonist of Catherine, he makes an appearance, like a cameo appearance in Persona 3 Portable. You can talk to him in a club, and he makes an appearance there, and that's the one thing that connects it.
Yeah, there's that, but there's also like something was like. I remember reading it, but it was basically supposed to be that it ties into the Shin Megami Tensei universe too. Like there's a link crossover between the
there might be.
worlds
I
or
think
something like that.
I think there's one character, and I know who it is. I won't. There's what I think it'd be one. I think it'd be through one character.
Yeah, because they do some weird thing like that, and you're like, oh, that's how it's linked thematically. It's like Jesus Christ.
There you go. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah. Oh,
Although,
man.
the one thing I find interesting about Persona 5, just to like go quickly, is that the previous Persona games have always been like the main personas for the main cast have always been inspired by gods, and this one is like, nope, fuck that literature. Like, okay.
I mean, I would like to see something different out of the series. You know, I feel like I think that's why we were going to see something really different with Final Fantasy 15, and then they got scared when they switched the person over, and then we got horseshit.
you know, I do want to talk about that a little bit, especially with the fucking Final Fantasy Type O, right? So I own it. This is how depressing my life is. You know, people like, oh, you run a popular gaming site, you must play video games like all the fucking time, and I'm like, no. I don't. I have no time, dude.
I write the news.
Yeah, like I have no time, dude. But I own the game. I fucking haven't even played it yet, and but I remember seeing trailers way fucking back when it first came out in Japan, like fucking years and years ago, right? And there was the one trailer where they showed like this fucking brutal battle and people fucking dying and there's blood everywhere and there's like a fucking chocobo dying and it's all bloody, and I'm like, holy shit, this is dark as fuck, dude. And I mean, is that how the game actually is, or did they fucking push out?
It's rated M. No,
I have not played it.
I don't know the specifics, but
right?
No, it was a PSP game, and then high res ported for PS4 and Xbox One.
Really?
Yeah, because it originally came out in Japan on PSP, if I'm not mistaken. Or
I mean, coming off that, you know, that came out, and I think I do remember seeing people mention that. They're like, yeah, this is fucking dark as shit, dude. This is awesome. And then
you're right, because the game as it is, if you look at the box, it's rated M. Type 0 is rated M, so there you go.
Coming off that, you know, FF15, you know, I remember, you know, we all know it was developed for fucking forever, right? And then, I mean, I followed it since it was announced, and I still remember the trailer that came out. Fuck, what year was it? I can't remember. It was the trailer that had the
PS3 demo that we got to play around with E3 all those years ago.
Yeah, it was. I think it was
a full magic system and a full summon system, and it was fucking way better. That demo was way better than the fucking game we got. Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know about that, but I mean, I'm talking specifically about the trailer that came out that had the the song that Yoko Shimomura made that's really gothic, and starts out like, oh, like the fucking choirs, and it's like super dark and gothic and stuff, and then
Yeah, basically they relegated that to one by chance summon in the game.
yeah. So that trailer had me so hyped, and I would always go back to it because it had this. It was so dark. It was so, it just felt awesome. And then when the game came out, and especially when we played it at uh, PAX West, I think. Yeah, we played it at PAX West, and I'm like, this isn't the same game. Like, unless it gets really fucking gothic and dark later on, but this is not the same game at all. So,
Nope.
Like, I don't know. Like you're talking about like risk taking and how like I guess Final Fantasy. Like, would you say Final Fantasy 15 is a risk or no? They played it too safe.
I feel that it was a piece of hot street trash. I mean,
Ooh.
realistically, I mean, I cannot say enough bad things about it, and competent it may be in the beginning, and it's the only reason why I gave it a 7. I am thinking, and now, if we ever did something like that, which we don't, because it would be against our integrity, but I would probably give it a 6. There's so much not right with the game. They were lazy, really lazy.
Ooh.
They took systems out which were in place with the PS3 version. Like, that's a huge fucking problem. They tried to rehaul that game to make it something that it was never meant to be. And then they threw, I mean, it's just like, they had areas done in that game that you just couldn't access. Like, because they just fucked up the game so much. It should have never been released what it was. It should have never had the director on it. They should have never fucking taken the Kingdom Hearts dude off of the game. They should have had him on there.
Right.
And they should have let him finish the fucking game. And then get him back on Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 3, those fucking people could wait. You had the 2.8, the fucking all these retarded releases for the Kingdom Hearts series.
You gotta milk that
off a river. Okay. Who gives a fuck? Okay, you can wait for Minnie and Goofy to go palling around in the fucking, Final Fantasy universe. Which is probably now going to have Marvel characters in it.
That's going to be weird.
Is it going to be weirder than Goofy running around with fucking Squall and, Sephiroth and battling? Like,
yeah.
What?
No, yes, it will be weirder because Robert Downey Jr. will be like, hello, it is me. Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
Well,
Please do not be distracted by that.
Dude, seriously, I don't know. I can't say that would be any weirder than, let me go beat the shit out of Sephiroth, everybody. Like, I can't imagine that shit, I still can't get over that, Oh gosh, let me just put some fire up your ass. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
Mickey Mouse is the Keyblade Master. Didn't you know?
See, it's so even.
I always found like the Kingdom Hearts premise weird, and like I understand it's successful, but I still find it's weird. I'm actually amazed that it was as successful as it did. I guess I underestimated the power of Disney.
I cannot play those games. I've tried. I feel like, I'm always envious of people who could like games that I cannot like.
Yeah, I'm in that same position.
And it's just, why?
But I fucking actually forgot what the series was for me that like everyone liked and I couldn't care less about. Oh, there was I forget what it was, but yeah, no, I understand about that. Like
if you were gonna go with that theme, don't fucking put Goofy and Donald and Mickey in. Put
well,
the
you
princesses.
have to, otherwise people would ask, "Where's Goofy?"
Well, no, but put like the Disney princesses and all that shit in there.
Oh, they're all in it as well. So
no, they're in there.
Everyone's in it.
Yeah, but put those in there as like mainstay characters. But don't fucking put like goddamn Mickey Mouse in it. It's just so jarring.
No, I get you.
Here's a giant anthropomorphic fucking mouse to go in and fight with, or an anthropomorphic dog and duck to go fucking fight Sephiroth with you. It's just, I don't get it. I really don't. I don't. I mean,
That's fine.
It hurts
Atlas
my brain.
Atlas will save the JRPG genre.
I hope.
But
Well, I mean,
they're
they
gonna
have.
turn us.
It's pretty much like those are the best JRPGs are coming out of
The big
Atlas.
three. The big three JRPGs right now are Final Fantasy, the Tales of series, and Persona. Essentially, Tales of is way bigger in Japan than it is here. So if you're wondering, what the fuck's like?
We also have a new. So we have Tales of Berseria coming out, right?
Oh, we
Yep.
oh fuck! I
That just
forgot
came
about
out.
that game.
So
It
we
just came out.
we got a review for that coming up. We're gonna do. We have a review for Zestiria that we're gonna kind of just put out there. To hold people over until our Berseria review is done.
We have an import review of this area, don't we? Pretty sure we do.
We do, but Carl did a like a full review of Zestiria just to
Ooh.
just to refresh himself before Berseria, and then
Oh,
obviously
he'll be doing it. All right, nice.
yeah. So,
Speaking of RPGs, I have thoroughly beat Fire Emblem Heroes on the mobile.
nice.
You beat a mobile game. That's impressive.
Yeah, and I played the gacha games, but I didn't spend any money. I just went through the levels, and I got Marth.
Neato.
I got the Hero
Oh, okay.
King, and I got
So-
Roy. Or not
okay.
Roy, Robin. Sorry.
So that's your end game. That was your end game. It's like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I got the 5-star Marth. I mean, that's the main guy, right? So
Yeah.
you know, there you go. I don't need to play the
pretend
gacha
better.
game anymore because I
I'm
got the
done.
dude. And
That's the objective, right? To get the dude.
Actually,
the
it
dude.
is. It's kind of that's how these gacha games are. So like, Fire Emblem Heroes mimics the model of something like Brave Exvius, or these other games where you pull the characters and then you use them, and they're usually at like characters are at certain levels. Like 5-star is the one in Heroes, right? And they do something similar in the Brave Exvius mobile game.
Mm-hmm.
So what your goal is to earn in-game currency to do a summon to try to get those characters. That's the big thing. And so what they did was they made it a little bit easier. It's a little bit more friendly. And Nintendo has been trying to do that, where they do it a little bit more friendly. And it worked. I played through the whole thing, didn't spend any money on it. Got to see the little story. They'll probably add more stuff later, but
Oh, okay.
it's fine. It's a fun little. It's Fire Emblem Light. It's very much It has sort of this rock paper scissors tactic system.
Yeah, of course.
And then you can level up your characters, and they can learn skills. It's pretty in depth with that. Something that the other games that are similar to this don't have, where you can actually learn skills and learn things like that to add to your character.
Oh, that's cool.
So it does have a little bit of that. Your party's limited to 4 players or 4 characters, and they have a lot of variety. There's a huge variety of characters. But the one thing that this game does that the other gacha games don't do is if you get somebody like Marth, there's a full animation of like, oh shit, you got Marth. Oh shit, you got Robin. And it's like, does this thing, and he does a little animation twirl, and it's like, bah, I'm here, bitch. And that's something. The other ones are like, oh, little glowy effect is a little bit different. And it's like, oh, you got that one. But this one's like, oh, they really put emphasis on it, and it does make it feel like a lot better slot machine, because that's what these games are, essentially, are slot machines.
All right.
And I play Final Fantasy Mobius a lot, and I've earned so much of the in-game currency because I played it so fucking much. And that's another big-ass gacha game, and they did that bullshit where you had to spend $100 to unlock certain ones.
Oh god. Oh yeah, you made it. You
Yeah,
you
I
rented
wrote about that, which pissed me the fuck off.
Hey, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, so they did that, and then it was funny because like I had currency saved up, And now the big gotcha for this one is even more fucked up because I've seen people who they call them whales. So
that's a common but like a premium game term.
Yeah, so we have these guys who are spending like $500 on this game, trying to get this one card, and it's like this new release that they did, and it is a Final Fantasy II card, because the cards in Mobius are actually skills, like you would have like fire or whatever, or your melee skills, and they released Ultima. So it's this double holy hit damage fucking thing. Was it holy? It might be holy. It's one of those. And it's like 5-star ultimate, and there's a 0.30% chance of getting this card. And the only way you could do it, at minimum, is spending the equivalent of $5 for a summon.
Huh.
Yeah, so it is and people are really like the whales, they want this because it's like the ultimate skill basically. And the problem is with that game is that the ranking directly ties into how powerful your cards are, and if you have that, you could just fucking go up the ranking like nobody's business.
Oh, okay, that's
yeah. So there's a really big pay to win thing on there for the most part. Unless you're super smart and study ahead of time, you could possibly get away with it. But you have to be really entwined in the communities and shit. So
yeah.
Anyway, so there you go. Those are 2 basic reviews or 3 almost for mobile games. I should actually really write about that. All 3 of them.
Yeah. What are there any other big games we're not talking about? I feel like there's at least one we're missing that we haven't mentioned.
This is something that I'm hoping it'll help us as well. But with our relaunch, the 2 main features that we're working on after that are going to be the user blogs and then the game database, and a big part of that is going to be just seeing the upcoming games list. It's going to be just fucking look at it every day. It's going to be great.
Big ass database. It's gonna be great. Great.
I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna look these up. What are the new game? What are games for April?
I had a list. A games of April is Persona 5, and there's another game. There's one other game that's coming out. That's sort of competing. I say sort of because I don't think even think it's in the same genre.
I mean, there's some other like random indies and stuff here and there. Like there's that game I wrote about yesterday, Forma.8. Looks great. I played it back in GDC. Christ.
Dragon Quest Heroes 2 is coming out in April.
Oh, shit, okay.
Okay, so what do we got for the rest of this month? February. Delusion, All Ones Awakening, Fire Emblem Heroes Mobile, Ghost Recon Wildlands, closed beta, Knights of Azura.
That's the PC release.
Uncanny Valley, Atelier Sophia.
Torment Tides of Numenera. Okay.
Let's see,
that's coming out too. I forgot.
The Wild 8, Neo, Quarantine.
That's the
Brutal with an @ sign for in there.
Good.
Let's see, For Honor, Sniper
of course,
Elite 4, which Jesus Christ, those I can't believe how popular those games are.
They're good. They're polished games. They're good games.
Let's see.
Like I always get them confused.
There's a game called All the Delicate Duplicates.
There's a game series called Ghost Warrior, which I kind of get confused with Sniper Elite, but Ghost Warrior.
Halo Wars 2 is coming out. That's fun.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, man. Let's see, Lego Worlds, Psychonauts VR.
Oh goody.
Oh no.
Oh, for the Berserk fans, Berserk and the Band of the Hawk, the Koei Tecmo Muso.
Fuck, that's coming out too.
Wise Original.
Wise Origin.
Origin. Let's see, Night in the Woods, Horizon Zero Dawn is coming out at the end. Torment, which is that one that was like in hell. That's
Tides of Numenera. That's finally fucking coming out.
Desync, How to Survive 2, And we have Deus Ex Mankind Divided, a Criminal Past DLC.
Oh, wow, I didn't even know there's DLC still coming up for that, but I'm not too surprised because Square Enix kind of fucking dropped the ball on that.
Okay, so this is March. March is like...
March is fucking...
So
Oh
we got the
my God.
Nintendo Switch console, right, on the 3rd. I Am Setsuna Switch, Just Dance Switch, Super Bomberman Switch, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Switch, 1-2 Switch, World of Goo Switch, Human Resource Machine Switch, Little Inferno Switch, Ghost Recon Wild... Okay, so wait. So all those games I named before Ghost Recon Wildlands were all coming out on the 3rd.
Yeah, because
Those are all coming
Switch
out March
games.
3rd for the Nintendo Switch. So everybody bitching about there's nothing to play on it. There's a lot to play on it. Those are some solid fucking titles coming out.
Well, they're good games, but I think the biggest problem is that they're all ports.
Not all of them. I mean, you have Bomberman. You have Just
that's true.
Dance. You have
You have
Breath of the
1-2
Wild.
Switch.
You have 1-2 Switch.
Well, Breath of the Wild is not a port, but it's also coming on the Wii U. So
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Did you see the visual differences between those?
I don't think beggars can't be choosers.
Okay, so we got Ghost Recon Wildlands, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Nier
Oh, that's
Automata.
the PS4 port. Yeah, nowhere near, baby.
We have Star Trek Bridge Commander, or Bridge Crew.
That's the-
Sorry for the,
that's the-
the VR.
Yeah, the VR game.
We have Dungok. I never can pronounce.
It's Danganronpa 1-2 Reload. That's basically the PS4 port for the Vita
See,
games.
I can speak a bit of Japanese, and that fucking name is so goddamn stupid to me.
I don't even know what it means. I don't even know if it's a word.
There we go.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Boo.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you got Nier coming out. You have Marvel vs. Capcom 3. You have Wildlands, and you have the Switch. And I just feel like nobody's gonna have money for Mass Effect.
No, there's you understand. You underestimate the Tumblr audience. You really underestimate that audience. It's gonna sell well, trust me.
I'm gonna make a femme lesbian shep who has a giant penis. Okay, so we have the Troll and I. We have Tokaden 2. We have Dreamfall Chapters.
Wait, Token 2's coming out? What the fuck?
Yeah, March
Mhm.
21st.
Is that in
Kingdom
only in
Hearts
Japan?
HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix.
That's a port of the PS3 version, so that's actually you're getting 2 games in one. So that's
Yeah.
actually pretty good if you haven't played it before.
Which I guess I will attempt it again.
Good luck with
Straff, PC, MLB, The Show, 17. Holy fuck, they made 17 of those show games?
No, that just represents the year.
Oh, duh. Oh, my bad, I'm an idiot. Dark Souls 3 DLC, The Ring City. We have Routine, 88 Heroes, Has Been Heroes for the Switch. And we have what's this? Snipper Clips for the Switch, and Fallout War Total Flat Out 4 Total
Oh,
Insanity.
okay.
I'm like sitting there, like I keep like seeing it, and my eyes go cross. What is Flat Out?
It's a racing game, if I'm not mistaken. Flat out. Hold on, let me just double check that.
That's just trying to get people to accidentally buy this thing.
It's either
Oh,
flat.
Johnny, I got you that game you've been wanting for the last year. It was Flat Out 4.
Oh,
thanks,
it's a demo. Sorry, I said racing game. It's a demo derby style game. So
Yeah, Flat Out 4 that's coming to the Switch. I thought
No,
Hold on.
that's going to Xbox PS4.
I'm surprised they're making those games still.
Hey, look, I googled it, and a Niche Gamer was fucking number 3 here on the
For what?
news
Oh, on what for what?
on Flat Out 4.
Nice.
Yeah, because nobody else gives a shit. No, man. But, you know, they actually have quite a few games named out for...
Yeah, but
the next couple months, we're going to be getting a lot of Switch stuff. It's like they're trying to have releases every month.
But honestly, April is the only month that matters. After that, I can die, and I won't care.
So fast forwarding to April, it's actually April has very little amount of games coming out.
But there's one big one. that's only
Sniper,
that-
Ghost Warrior 3, Persona 5.
Oh.
You have Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition?
It's a game no one asked for.
Jesus.
Bulletstorm
Yeah.
was good though. I liked
But no
it.
one. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying no one asked for it.
I know, but sometimes there are games that need to be made, and Bulletstorm was one of them. Ukulele.
Okay, no, sorry.
Ukulele also
Okay.
comes out. Stardew Valley Collector's Edition.
Oh, okay.
Wait, a collector's edition. Wait, hold on. Was
For PS4 and Xbox One.
What?
We have Sexy Brutal, which is okay. Suda51's The Silver Case Remastered for PS4.
Which I wrote a review for, which you can read on our website to
you
see
got
what I
that
thought of them.
early?
What?
You got it that early?
Oh no, I reviewed the PC version. It's
Yeah,
essentially
the
the same.
PS4 is coming out on
Yeah, this is basically the
PS4.
PS4 physical version, I think, as well. So.
Then we have Micro Machines World Series. Oh Jesus
Oh
Christ!
man, the hype is shit.
You know that game was really fun on the Nintendo.
Yep.
Dragon Quest Heroes 2 also comes out that month. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
That's
Little
cool.
Nightmares and Portable Knights.
Yeah,
So
and then-
that's actually a super strong all-around month for video games.
Yes, and Persona 5 will sell well because it has no competition. At least no JRPG competition.
Well,
so.
it does because it comes out fairly early, so you're gonna have to deal with the.
Oh, that's right.
Quarter there's a good. Jeez, how many?
I think its
there's-
biggest. Actually, no. Not like Kingdom Hearts is not really competition because that's just a port.
No, just competition for money because people are gonna be spending it on like,
Oh, sure.
Switch
Yeah,
shit
true.
and things like that.
Ooh,
coming
that's
out.
right.
Because there's a heavy amount of games coming out. The
That's
previous
true.
month. But where'd Brandon go?
We're brimming. Doing
I
it.
was eating.
You just
Sorry.
sticking your face full of noodles or something?
No, more like bagels and cheese because I'm sad and poor.
Yeah, I'm sad and poor, but I will have every collector's edition game that comes out. Hey, Michael. Hey,
Hey.
Michael. I'm thinking about spending the $200 to hold down that $2,000 Kojima statue.
Actually, funny you mentioned collector's edition.
I mean-
I'm actually getting the collector's edition for Persona 5, which is pretty fucking neato.
Yep, got that pre-order too. It's
I
actually
think-
it's pretty cheap.
I think I paid it off all completely, or at least like maybe $20 I have to pay. So
I think I'm gonna go without playing Persona 5 for the first maybe.
Ooh.
I mean, because unless we're getting a review copy of it, I'm not
which
gonna be playing
don't
it.
you think we are?
Well, I mean, if you're already buying it,
I'm gonna buy it, but if we get a review copy, I'm still gonna fucking buy it.
it's the whole fucking self-defeating purpose. But anyway,
No, seriously, I want to own it physically.
unless there's a situation that comes out where I'm going to have to review it, which I don't want to because I rather take my time.
I can review it.
Yeah,
Trust
me. I know, but if you're already buying it,
So
the idea is to give it to somebody who wouldn't be buying it.
Yeah,
Initially,
I
or
think
already
here's the
buying
thing.
it.
Everyone who wants to play it is already gonna buy it regardless. On our staff, I don't think anyone that wants it has not bought it or has not pre-ordered it.
I mean, maybe what I'll do is I'll take the review code and give you access to my account, and then you can just download it on your system and play it early that way. Because if you're already buying it, at least that way I can save the money. I'll get the review done at the same time.
So funny story about that Stardew Valley thing. Apparently I totally I didn't read the email that came out, so I was trying to fart it out that one morning when this was announced. Because for those who don't know, I work in IT, so like some days I could just fucking. I mean, I shouldn't be saying this, but
Yeah, don't continue that line of thought.
So I mean, either way, I can't always get articles up right when they're announced. So I totally missed what is actually in this fucking retail edition of the game. You get a disc version of the game. You get a map.
Hopefully.
Well, you get a map of Pelican Town. You get a copy of the soundtrack, and you also get a a condensed mini version of Carrie Fry's Stardew Valley guidebook. What is this? Hold on. It's taking forever to load. It's kind of cool. It's like a little, you know,
A guidebook?
fancy.
Is it a little guidebook?
Yeah. It's kind
Oh.
of cute. It's you know.
Well, how about this? We're getting on in minutes, so let's tackle some of those end questions for the readers.
Yeah. I was actually spacing out for a second. It's like, oh fuck.
So, some of the other tweets that we got. Let's see here. Somebody actually asked a gaming question. So they said, "Are there any more zips of 2B from Nier floating around? Any more quote artwork end quote?"
Dude, there is so much artwork of 2B. It is insane.
But I mean,
Yeah.
does anybody know any of the backstory of that character already? I mean,
everyone knows.
Yeah, I mean we've written about it. It's all on site, you know. So
was that a joke or was that like a legitimate question?
no, because like I haven't been paying attention to. Usually, unless I'm playing a game, I try not to steer.
I'm sure
for the
there's not a
details.
whole. I mean, I'm sure a lot of our backstory is mirrored in spoilers, so we know probably like very basic shit. My guess. The one thing I'm super curious about is that Devola and Popola are in it because they're carryovers
Yep.
from the first game. It's like what, but they're not the same characters. That's weird.
They're in it. Emil's in it too. I don't know how that's fucking. You know, it's.
Yeah. Emil's in it, or at least they hinted at his existence.
Yeah.
Well, one thing we all know for sure, they didn't add the butthole. There's no butthole for people.
It's not real.
It is not real.
So.
But you can. I'm sure you can find some source film maker porn of her.
I will.
The thing about that protagonist though is that a lot of people have just forgotten about this. When it was first announced and the details first came out, you know, Tarayoko, he specifically was like, "Look, I'm not gonna say if she's a girl or a guy." People are like, "Well, what do you mean?" It's like, "Well, you know."
Oh god, it's gonna be like a fucking Kaine situation.
So she's yeah, she you know, like he basically he was fucking with people. So it's like, you know,
Maybe.
But in the
that's what he
Japanese
does.
translation, like that whole thing was not real.
What was
like
not
it
real?
was a soul that went into the body, not.
Oh, that's a huge
physical
spoiler.
body. Whatever. That's it.
All right.
Fucking
that was it. No, because that was all over the internet. Oh, dude, it's such a leg up for LGBTQ that there's a hermaphrodite. It's like, what? No, you idiots. It was mistranslated. The person doesn't have a dick. Like, anyway, it's stupid.
No, actually, I think.
No, she does, but
she does because Taro has actually commented on that.
The thing about
original in the game, it was only that the soul went into the body.
But Taro has confirmed that no, that's the case.
That was his retcon later on. I looked it up. I looked up the timing, the retcon, everything that he did originally, and I think the only reason why I agreed to it was because people started saying it, and he's like, I guess that's interesting enough. I honestly think that's what happened with that. Because I read through the news stories about that shit happening, and because I was trying to figure it out before this game came out, because I remember that was a big thing. And it was just a retcon. That's a pure retcon from the Japanese version. Which makes the American version, I guess, or the English version, what is it called? But
that's actually you know what the biggest retcon I've ever seen. It's not gaming related, but it's you're all aware of JoJo, right?
Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Of course.
So, well, in part 6, there's a character that's initially introduced as a woman. Her name is Anasui, and then and you just see her once. She's just standing there. She doesn't say anything, and then the next time you see her, she inexplicably turns into a man, and the reason apparently for it was that he just wanted to write her as a dude. He just changed his mind, and he didn't change that. So you'd be reading the manga, and like this character who's initially a girl is like, wait, what the fuck happened? So basically, someone just turned into a dude midway through the manga.
That makes
for
sense on so many levels for JoJo.
No, it's there's no like in story reason. It's just happened, and he just wanted to write a male character instead.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
But it's the bottom line is read and or watch JoJo or both. Either way is
pretty magical.
It's great.
Oh my god!
I still need to. Everybody tells me.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, you're saying.
No, a lot of people are like, dude, you gotta fucking get the JoJo, man. It's like so your fucking show, and I'm like,
I mean,
all the time.
Because it's weird because initially it might be your show, but then like you get to part 4, it's like, well, what the hell happened with this art style? And then you realize it's still amazing. And part 5 gets really fabulous. It's like, man, what's this fucking boy band bullshit? And it's like, oh my god, it's the best thing ever. It's so violent. I love it.
It's so I wasn't expecting that when I jumped into JoJo. I didn't expect it to be that violent. I was like, holy fuck! I was like, whoa, what? What the fuck?
It's great. Any other questions we got?
So let's see. We got
Did we answer that guy's question?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay. Fuck it.
What video game worlds do you think would be the worst to live in?
Oh,
I would ask
You should also say the name of the person who did the question.
Oh yeah.
So this is from Dynasty Star or at Palaxar, Palaxar. Said, what video game world do you think would be the worst to live in? And he said, normally I would ask the best, but everybody says Pokemon XD. Really? Pokemon? I mean,
Pokemon's kind of
you
cool.
can
Yeah,
capture God and bend him to your will.
Like the worst video game world to live in. That's a tough question because there's a lot of shitty ones. Oof.
The worst video game world to live in?
There's a lot. I'm trying to think of all the shit I've played.
I mean, it's tough because
zombies, because you're not the main character. You're somebody who's either getting eaten or turning into a zombie. I'm trying
to think of something a little more outside the box. I was like, because I think the easy answers would be like Fallout would be like a pretty obvious one.
Well, I think the worst for me will probably be because, like, realistically, if it's a zombie game, you're dead, like right away, right? Or like within the first week of the apocalypse. There's a game though that we wrote about, and fucking Diogo still owes me a review for it. It's called Arianis, and it's it's like an indie.
That game.
Yeah, it's like an indie action shooter, like 2D platform or whatever.
I think it's a Metroidvania game.
Yeah. So the elevator pitch for it is, you play a trans woman in a near future feminist dystopia, and so imagine like the current trend of how politics and fucking culture and everything is going.
Taken to a radical extreme.
Yeah, and feminists just control the world. They control governments, etc. That's pretty much what happens. And I'm like, yeah, that would fucking suck. Yeah, that would.
Okay, so I was thinking one that's kind of like a little more out there. The Witcher world, because imagine the shittiness of medieval world, plus you add monsters. It's like there's no winning.
I got one to one up you on.
Okay, go ahead.
Super Mario World, the original Super Mario. You know why? Because
why?
Bowser turned every motherfucker into bricks and mortar and shit.
Oh god.
And
really?
Mario, yeah, that's the whole story behind that. You turn the Mushroom Kingdom into all the people into fucking bricks and mortar and shit like that. And you're Mario and you're going through and you're fucking just breaking those goddamn bricks. Not everybody's Mario. You're gonna be the ground right underneath the toilet that somebody takes a piss and misses on.
But yeah,
it's a pretty bad world, dude.
The thing about The Witcher as well is that, like, let's say, what if let's say I'm a Witcher? It's like that's a fucking terrible thing to do. It's like, first of all, you have to go through this horrible, painful ordeal with like a 1 in 3 chance of survival to actually become a Witcher. You're deprived of like, I think most of your emotions, or at least that's the intended goal. You basically just hunt monsters.
Fuck.
Oh, no,
pretty much.
No, that's why it's kind of a failure because like, oh shit, like Geralt feels, all the Witchers feel really. So, and all you do is hunt monsters, which sounds cool, but then you realize it's a fucking dangerous job and you need to know everything about them. So if you fuck up, you're dead and you'll probably die to a monster. So
Yeah,
you
but
won't
the
die
Witchers don't. You hear about them. The Witchers don't die to monsters. They die to other assholes going after them.
Oh yeah, well that's true. That's true.
That's
If
the
it's
thing. It's like, oh yeah, these monsters are so deadly, but it's like, nah, the people are the fucking real monsters. You can dispatch the fucking shit, but when it comes to people, they're the backstabbing assholes that.
But yeah, so yeah,
you know.
I say Witcher because it's basically medieval world plus monsters and like. Yeah,
Oh, that bush. Oh man, every woman has a fucking goddamn gooch bush. That is a nightmare. Fuck.
Yeah.
How does
You got one
Garrett
more
deal
question.
with it? Do the wizard girls have like some, can they do something with that or?
Do what with what now? Well, they have magic, but
Yeah,
I don't
can they
think
get some
that-
magic nair on that shit or?
Oh, they probably could, but they just don't choose not to.
Oh,
I mean, really,
jeez.
I mean, if
Because they don't have underarm hair. I noticed.
Yeah,
Maybe
they have
that's
actually
some
they have
medieval waxing. I don't know.
actually they're trimmed as far as I'm aware. But like you also have to keep in mind that they keep themselves young with magic. Like they're actually super fucking old. Like they're like hundreds. Some of these are like hundreds of years old. And
As
they
long
just
as
keep
there
themselves
isn't dust
magic.
popping out the cooch, I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, one benefit of being, there's two benefits of being a Witcher. You can't have children, and you can't get STDs. You're immune to all disease.
Ooh.
So there you go.
That's the best pickup line in the fucking medieval world. Baby, you got a disease. My dick's got the cure.
Anyway, any other questions we got?
See, we got one more question. Let me bring this up real quick. Was the placement of the Nintendo Switch ad done well? Should it have been placed at a different part of the game?
Oh, fuck, I don't think anyone saw that ad.
I did.
I mean,
Oh,
it
you
was,
did?
it was, it's where they could have gotten it. You know what I mean? Like, Super Bowl ads are fucking expensive, and they don't exactly have the prime to move that shit around.
Yeah, isn't it like 6-digit figures for placement?
It's
ad?
millions.
It's a million.
Millions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a million. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
a million more. I mean, you're talking about probably like, depending on how long the spot is, I'm guessing maybe 10 mil, 20 million.
Yeah, it's fucking retarded.
I really wish that Nintendo didn't put the money into the ad for the Super Bowl and instead put that into actually developing a full game because that's probably how much it fucking cost them to have a Super Bowl ad.
Instead of like $1 million ad, they can make like $100,000 budget games and make millions off of them.
I mean, we can sit here and say that too, but you never really fucking know. I mean, plus Nintendo. It's still controlled by the fucking suits in Kyoto, you know.
Yeah, hopefully, if there's good third-party support, then Nintendo will be fine.
Well, it's looking like they have a lot of stuff. I'm excited for what Suda's going to be doing.
Ooh, I mean, if it's No More Heroes 3, even though he didn't say it was, although...
Well, you went with a giant Travis touchdown fucking image. You know that was done so last minute.
That was done like, okay.
So last minute.
There's a mainline SMT game, or at least I think a mainline SMT game on a home console, which is the first time since fucking, I think, Raito in 2008.
Well, that's
like,
interesting. Yeah. I mean, what I'm really excited for, in all honesty, is the fact that people who are doing the hardcore development for the 3DS, and we all know that this is Nintendo's consolidation. You know, they're taking their home console and their handheld, and they're kind of working their way down. They're got to get that battery issue, but pretty much that's where they're going with it. Realistically, they're going to be moving these developers who've made some really, really great games on the 3DS, and they're going to be moving them to home console.
Like, just porting the titles themselves?
No, I mean, there's all new development. Like, SteamWorld,
the
guys behind SteamWorld are going to be doing something right off the bat that is...
So they're just going to get these devs to work on the Switch, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's where they want to go, too, you know? a good
I mean, we know.
opportunity for them to make some really high-end games.
I mean, we got Intelligent Systems. We got those guys you just mentioned. Who else do we got? I was gonna say Monolith, but they just made they made Xenoblade X, so they've already been on console for a bit.
Well, they have Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That's coming too for the
Yeah.
Switch.
I really want to see Xenoblade Chronicles X come out on the Switch.
I would be.
I want to port it
Maybe.
over.
I think they port over a lot of the
Son of
games.
a bitch.
What's funny? What are you laughing at?
Somebody made fan art of the main character from the B movie wearing the Virgin Killer sweater,
Yeah.
and he's like, "You like jazz?"
No, no,
Son of a bitch.
no, it's you like you like as.
Well, yeah, well that says as, but then their comment was, "You like jazz?"
It's such a weird. It's fucking Shadman. I swear to God. Wait, why are there penguins killing themselves?
How does a bee have sex with a human woman? That's my question.
The answer is he doesn't.
You know they shacked up. He fucking stung her clit or something. Something happened.
It's like Spider-Man, but with bees, and they're whatever, you know.
Oh.
Dr. Bees.
So yeah, that was the thing that happened. Anyway, do we have more questions?
Well, I got the Patreon thing. If you wanna,
let's dive into
if
that.
you want to go over that. So, we've been really pushing our Patreon, like really heavily. So please check it out. I'll keep it short. I'm really excited about it. We've had people
Link will
back
be in
and
the
stuff.
video for the people on the YouTube, and it's also on the video, so you have no excuse if you fucking need to see it. But anyway,
Unless you have no hands.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm so sorry.
check it out. Anything helps, even if it's $1 a month. Seriously, thank you. It helps so much. You guys are incredible. Anyway, so this is from Astro. He's one of our backers, and so we were going back and forth a lot with a lot of stuff, and he sent a message that I thought was really cool. I wanted to point out. So we teased doing physical rewards for Patreon, and he's like, so I love the idea. He said, for starters, I'd be totally on board doing like 20 to 25 a month. And he said doing like a lanyard sounds pretty sweet, especially if it had like a PVC Mika charm attached. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't think about that.
That I would have to get in contact with some people, and that would fucking be really expensive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But either way, and he said, lanyard would be more of a one-time. Wait, what did he say? A lanyard would be more of a one-time thing instead of getting a lanyard every month through
obviously.
Patreon tier. And he said, personally, I can't say I'd really go for a shirt though. Maybe some small PVC keychains or charms, or Patreon, or for Patreon tier, maybe a new Mika charm, etc. every month with a different outfit or expression. That'd be expensive.
Yeah, I would literally have to probably invest and do the whole fucking. I think I'm the only one who knows how to do 3D fucking design, so I would have to go out, invest in a goddamn 3D printer.
I mean,
I could just see that just turns into my full-time job is fucking doing Mika goddamn miniatures.
I mean, the school that I work at has a lot of that kind of shit, and I know how to use that kind of shit at this point, But it's, do we move into that? Because that'd be like yet another job,
Yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty intense to start doing those.
I think Michael and I talked about doing like just lanyards with like a neat design, and then just doing that, and then maybe I'll put up money up front, and we'll buy like, I don't know, a couple hundred, whatever. We'll do that, or we'll do shirts maybe. And at that point, if it's a shirt,
the idea is maybe we'll do something like how Steven Crowler does a mug club, where instead it's kind of like a lanyard club, and we can kind of provide some more exclusive stuff to the Patreon people who decide to be a part of it. That we do, we spring for really nice lanyards, like the Legend of Zelda ones that we got last year from E3.
Yeah. Actually, I got mine right here.
Yeah, that's attached to my keys. Actually, I had all my badges stolen from me. I had a press event, and
Oh yeah, wasn't that like a hooker or something?
Yeah, it wasn't. It was just. It wasn't a hooker, but it was a close. But anyway, so that's the thing that happened. But yeah. So I was thinking about like doing that. I have the connections to start getting that going, and then we just kind of have to do the design work and stuff like that. So
Bada bing, bada boom.
yeah, just gotta do.
Easy peasy.
I just gotta make sure that I get with the other boys. Get those boys on it. But yeah. What else was he talking about? The physical stuff.
So that was pretty much it. Just some shirts or lanyards, and he said he'd be definitely down for it.
Maybe not
So I mean,
plastic 3D figures, but maybe they're like rubber prints. I might be able to get somebody
For like keychains?
Yeah, like a keychain rubber print. You know what those are?
I'd
They're
buy-
like a raised 3D kind of print.
Oh, I think I have one. Actually, that's from Japan. I think I know what you're talking about. or
Yeah, I
something
mean, I could
similar to that.
possibly get into doing that. Who knows? It depends. We have to look at all those options. I mean, right now our resources are fucking really low, so it's very hard to do anything like that. It would really take like a big push from. We would probably to really get in there. We'd probably need about 1,002 to really, because that's how much it would actually cost for us to get into that. We'd have to have at least 1 month of $1,200 to have the money, enough money to go into a production where we could do full lanyards and maybe like a little keychain dealy bob for like 100 people. You know what I mean?
So if you want to get on this sweet, sweet lanyard action, remember to donate to our Patreon.
Yeah, it will get there. Eventually we will, but it's just like it's that slow creep. We can't all be fucking Dave Rubin and magically get goddamn $2,500 a month. Jesus.
Oh god.
Yeah, I mean, a big part of it, and I've talked about this with friends and family, and the guys on the site. We have an awesome audience, and you guys are incredible, but it's not like say like GameSpot, right? And you have like Danny O'Dwyer, who does great stuff. He does really, really good stuff, and he did really, really good stuff for GameSpot. But he, in my opinion, was given a platform, and then he just did really well. And then he went and did his own thing. And the same thing happened to the kind of funny people. Same thing happened to the people who Game Trailers was shut down.
Yeah, Genshin was different.
They did their own thing. So they were known for putting out good stuff. They were known.
Jim Sterling, regardless of how you felt like that, he was super successful on Destructoid, and then he left.
Yeah.
Was it Destructoid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Destructoid, yeah, and then he went to do his own thing. And became
no, he was Destructoid, then he was the Escapist, or vice versa. I can't remember.
No, I think he went to he was at Destructoid, then he went to Escapist.
Yeah.
And then that happened.
And
so a lot of what we're trying to do, I mean, our Patreon has been around for a while, and it's totally my fault that we haven't been pushing it, but we're now owning up to it, and we're definitely pushing it 200%.
And you should get on there, and you should get on that chat app and bug the fuck out of Brandon every time he logs on.
Yeah, and dude, like it's really cool. I mean, despite how shitty the chat thing is, like it keeps crashing and stuff, and I keep yelling at the Patreon people to fix it, but it $10 a month gets you a direct channel to us, to me, to the staff. It's totally private, and it's and that's only for that tier or above.
So anybody who's doing that, for what I ask you to do, is to send your worst homoerotic stories to Brandon.
Jesus Christ. I mean,
really make your money worth it. Really get in there.
You could
get descriptive. Talk about how turgid it is. Every detail.
I mean, there's one guy who's a fan of the site who, every time I post a picture of me, he's like losing it. What's his name? It's Richie.
Before you know how bad it was before when I did.
Here it is, Richie.
My old podcast. I had a dude who would send cum tributes to me. I was like, that's nice. You take from my Twitter profile, take my image, you bust a load on it, take a photo of it, and DM me it. I'm like, god damn it. multiple times.
I mean, to me, like, I think it's flattering if, you know...
And it was flattering.
Yeah.
But it's definitely unsettling. Oh, man.
God, I actually have. Oh God, I don't know if I unfortunately I can't find it. I'm sure if I asked the right people, they'd bring it up. But on 4chan, on one of the VG threads, since I use a trip, I don't post as often, but I still have the trip. I won't say what it is for those, just so people don't look it up. But I'm sure I could find it. But there exists homoerotic fan fiction between me and another user on the board. It was weird. It's like it was I forgot who it was with. Not that it would matter, because it's not like you would know the person anyway. So
Oh god. Well, fun
if you
times.
if you somehow find my trip and you look in the archives, I'm sure you'll find it.
Well, I think that's a show.
Yeah,
All right.
homoerotic fanfiction.
So, that is going to be it for all of us here at the Niche Gamercast. This was episode 3. Obviously, if you're looking at the YouTubes, you will be seeing the lovely and terrible play that I will be posting the commentary for No Man's Sky, or No Man's Lie, as I like to call it, because it's a fucking phony! So
Much like all of us, it's poetic.
So, obviously, you can find us all on Twitter. I'm at Michael Space Jam. Brandy, you want to give him your Twitter?
Yep, I'm at Brandon Orselli. It's my legal name.
And you should spell that, because it is a difficult name to spell.
Ah, for fuck's sake! I'm a gabagoo. I'm a fucking dig over here. I tell you, man.
Why don't you edit it so that it pops in front of the screen?
No, I'm not doing that. That's too much fucking work.
Okay.
So it's at Brandon with an O, and then my last name is Orselli. It's Orselli.
All right.
So
Alexi.
Yeah.
I'm at Stony Ducky, Stoney Ducky. Pretty simple.
Is there an underscore in there?
No, it's one
All
word.
All right.
Capital S, capital D.
Yeah, and if you want to give us questions, be sure to check out on Saturdays or Sundays the Niche Gamer, all one. You're obviously seeing it on the screen if you're on the YouTube, and if you're on the Patreon, you already know it. Be sure to keep a lookout during Saturday and Sundays, because that is usually when we ask the questions. So thank you for everybody who's listening, everybody's viewing, and all of our Patreon subscribers. You guys are awesome, real MVPs, and that's it. Goodbye, everybody.
Take care.
See ya.